3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Welcome to our new episode of interview series. I'm Lucila Padilla, real estate agent with iPro Realty. Today I am here with Carlos Paredes. Carlos Paredes is a mortgage agent and he is one of the mortgages that helps very much most of my clients, and I'd like to introduce you to him because I think you want to know about him more. I believe we have a very good story behind.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Lucila. Yes, I can tell you a little bit about myself first. I'm from Ecuador.
From Ecuador?
Yes, you're from Mexico.
Ecuador.
Yeah, so I got into Canada in 2000, long time ago. And like 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, like a lot of people, so you start dreaming what you're gonna do here in Canada. And one of the first things I was like, I want to go back to school because I just finished high school back home, and I did that as well here. So I did twice. So I finished the high school also here in Canada.
2 times.
Yes,
Ooh.
I did. And in order to go to the college, and I got my business administration diploma there. I also took accounting at George Brown. So different things I studied in finance because it's my passion.
Yes.
So I remember one day I was with my wife. I walked into a CIBC branch and I was looking at tellers and I was like, I want to be on the other side of the counter. I want to help people with their financial situations. So then I prepare myself like anyone. And when I feel ready, I start submitting my applications, and of course all the banks call me, but Bank of Montreal was the only one that they because I apply as a teller, so everyone was like, yes, as a teller, fine, entry level, no problem, you're gonna start in a month from now. But Bank of Montreal was the only one that says, hold on, we have another position, a better position for you. I'm like,
nice.
Based on your experience, I was like, okay, what is it? And they told me, what about the call center? And I was like, what about it? And they said, okay, because of the volume of clients that you deal with, you're gonna learn faster than the branch. So, and at the call center, when in the entry level, I was taking up to 100 calls a day.
100 calls. I see now why you're so patient, because that's one of the things that I notice about Carlos all the time. He's so patient to explain everything to my clients. I love that.
And then 9 months after, the manager just told me that why not to jump into lending department, lending investments, where I saw a big passion. I was like, wow, lending across Canada. So it was amazing experience. And after that, I was like, when I work in the branch, so I moved to the branches and learn the paperwork, read the appraisals, and it was so interesting. And later, then the RVP, the Regional Vice President from Bank of Montreal, saw the passion, saw that the knowledge I have, and I can resolve situations really quick. So she was like, what about if you are my next branch manager? I was like, really?
Wow.
So, and
in a very short time.
Yeah. When I walked into, the bank was like 2 years after when they told me from a financial service manager, they call it at that time. It was like, not assistant manager, I jumped that position to branch manager.
That was a big jump.
It was a big jump. It was. So they saw the potential. It was like, I want you to train my people and teach them what you learned from the call center to the people of the branch, and that's what I did. Then after that, I make the decision to switch to be a mortgage broker.
Of course, because you were trying to help more in more ways, right? Because with that, I'm thinking, so many of my clients ask me, why should I ask a mortgage agent for my mortgage if I can go to the bank where I have my account for 15-20 years? And I wanted to answer that question because that's a big question everybody asks me.
Which is the same one that why I switched to the bank from a bank be under a brand to move on my own as a mortgage agent. I noticed that I have access to different banks with one application and one credit. I can just go in and see and fix the situation for the client, give them different options, right? Not just one. That's huge for a client. Have not just one brand, different. Even sometimes I can get that bank they wanted, right? So if it's not even that bank, I can even, listen, here, there's another bank right here for you, and this is the promotions. They have cash backs, or better interest rate. I can offer that to those clients, so they like that because they have different options. Another thing
that's so important.
Yeah, another thing that customers will see the challenge is, okay, you walk into a bank. Okay, I'm not gonna say a brand. Okay, you walk in, you explain the situation, what you wanted, your income, everything, and then you're gonna ask the magic question. What's your rate? Oh, first you need to put the application. Okay, you love your brand. You just put it in. Okay, this is the rate. Okay, but really that's the best they can do. You don't know. Even sometimes employees they don't know too.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. So then imagine if you go to another bank to find out. Then you have to tell the story as well.
Again and again.
And again. And they run the credit bureau again. So
that's a main problem.
Yep.
That's a main problem.
Exactly. So they can just run your credit again. And then you go to another bank again just to find out what's the best rate. Is really the best rate what you're telling me is the best rate? Because it's not. Sometimes banks are not giving discounts. Right? So that's the benefit is be loyal more to yourself than the brand, guys.
Exactly. Be loyal to yourself. Looking for a mortgage, you need to think of what is more convenient for you, for your situation. And the mortgage broker, from what I've seen, is that the mortgage broker will be kind of put a shield
to protect
the client from all of the possibilities that can happen in the process like this.
But what I bring to the table is my expertise. 15 years in the industry.
15 years.
Yeah, I started in 2007 with Banco Montreal since then, and now the expertise. So you're in a good hands. So when you are buying a property, could be your biggest asset, but also your biggest liability. So a mortgage is big. It's a big decision for you. It's stressed for the client because. A stressful moment, because the process, they don't know the process. I do it all the time, but they don't know about it, so it's stressful for them. So they need guidance. The person at the bank could be busy dealing open bank accounts, open commercial accounts, line of credit, dealing with the cash or bill payment. So sometimes they don't have the time just to help you out, right? And my situation now, I'm here. I don't work 9 to 5. I work extended hours.
I know that.
I can do meetings at night. We do sometimes, right?
Yes, we have to accommodate to our clients' needs so many times, and that is one of the things that I appreciate from Carlos. That it doesn't matter if it is Sunday evening, if it is Wednesday morning, or long weekends, holidays, anything. That's something that I really appreciate in this market, especially that we are now. That is so important to count with the person who is taking care of your mortgage anytime, basically.
One thing I need to add to this is if you're a first-time buyer and for example, you're doing it with us, you're gonna see a big difference because of the communication.
Oh, yes.
So we can execute for you the buy process, make it easier for you. We come in with a plan, so we share ideas, what's going on the bank or the application, because financially every client is different.
Yes.
So I can tell Lucila why not, why yes, we can go higher, we can go lower, or the condos fees or the property tax, no, it's affecting us, not affecting us, to win and get you the property you're looking for. So we team up.
Yes.
And even with the client, so we're a team with the client too. The client is gonna tell us, no, I can bring this, I can do this, oh, my mom can do this. So stuff like that is gonna help us to get the client there, right?
Oh yes, that's definitely one plus, that what you mentioned, that if the mortgage agent and the real estate agent team up to help the client to go through the process, you gain as the client, you gain a lot, absolutely. That is very important, the communication between all of the parties in the team. Everyone has to be involved.
Yeah, what I do for my clients, the first-time buyers, is a process, right? They don't know this process, so I sit down and explain the minimum down payment, what the down payment, okay, if you offer 20% down, less than 20% down, the consequences, the amortization, how much is amortization, a structure, maybe your interest rate, what it means, a fixed close mortgage term or a variable term. Carlos, I'm gonna buy this property, but I'm gonna sell it in 3 or 5 years for a B reason. So it's just to jump in the market because maybe it's a small house and then I'm gonna move to a bigger house. Or the customer needs to share all that information with me so I can let him know what's the best mortgage, because there's so many things in a mortgage that if you don't disclose that to your lender or to your mortgage advisor, or your mortgage advisor doesn't have those expertise, they're gonna put you into the wrong product and you're gonna pay a high penalties to break that term.
Yes. And one other thing that I noticed is that you are very capable of helping a broad variety of situations, like investors, first-time home buyers, second home buyers, move-up buyers. That's something that I noticed that you've been very qualified to do that. You have so much experience with it, different types of clients,
Thank you. Yeah, it's because the call center, that's where it comes, the call center. Call center was buy a cottage, buy a house in the United States. I wanna buy maybe a condo for my kids. I wanna buy I don't know, maybe it could be a semi-mixed commercial, we call it, which is, you know, the store at the bottom and then on the top is the apartment. So different requests, different situations. And now as a mortgage agent, I have access to tons of programs. Each bank, they have something special. So they're giving different niches. So it is amazing what you can have from a mortgage agent to find you a solution for you. Is like, you're gonna be amazed. And besides that, also what I do is a plan for the client. I ask the questions. I prepare, for example, people who wants to move up to a bigger place or wants to buy a cottage or what's the plan? Okay, we're gonna do this. This is the new rate, and this is the other rate for the other one. We're gonna do this. We're gonna structure like this. Your payments are gonna be like this. So even before they're buying, they already know what they're gonna be.
Yes, and something else as well that I haven't mentioned here, but Carlos has, besides the mortgage agent license, you have another licenses as well.
Yes,
that gives you like more strength.
Yes, for the clients, for the service. I'm an insurance agent as well too. So the first thing I was thinking when I was going with my previous employer, they offer like a mortgage insurance, right? They call it, which means it's a little more expensive. They ask you a few questions and you can sign for it. So if anything happens to you, and what we can say happens to you in premature death, so the bank will get paid. That's what it means on a mortgage life insurance. But I know that there is another option, more affordable for clients and a huge advantage, that you can keep that policy, and who's gonna get the funds if anything happens to you? It will be your loved ones, not the bank. And then they make a decision if they wanna pay it, keep the house or anything. By doing that automatically also allows me to help the customers with their investments. Also something else that I was doing at the bank level, helping with your tax-free savings account, RSPs, right? So also first-time buyers, it's really important to know about these options. How can I create my down payment with the RSP programs?
Important. Yeah. Wow. So you have the solutions for everybody. Basically.
I'm trying.
For most people, you will find a strategy. That's what I find, that with Carlos, the client comes to him and he finds a strategy, he plans the strategy, and sometimes it's not a quick solution. Sometimes it needs some time to be able to get to where you want. But with the good support that I know Carlos can provide, the client gets to their new home in a safe and secure and, I would say, the proper way.
Exactly. That I create a plan for them and they can see themselves. It could happen, like you're saying, it could be right away. Sometimes customers can be amazed. Okay, I can do it now, really, because my bank didn't give me that option. I was like, yeah, you can do it right now. Or sometimes I can say, okay, if you do this, or if you do that, or you're gonna change jobs, what's the consequences in order to get you there?
Yes.
So we can come back in 3 months, 6 months. I have customers even after a couple of years or 1 year too, and they're amazed because by following my my advice,
Yes.
they can improve, and sometimes even better. It's almost like a personal trainer when they're telling you what to do.
Exactly. It's
But
a
you
personal
put
training.
more than what
It's
you
a-
ask. Oh my
yes,
God, it's
yes.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
a personal finances training.
Exactly.
Carlos, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. I appreciate that you took the time to sit down with me today and share a little bit of you, a little bit of your story behind of where you come from. You have been like in a long process to get to where you are now. I congratulate you for getting where you are now, and I really encourage everyone to find out more about Carlos and his services. Please tell us your website, or where can they find you to learn more about your services?
The easier way is like you can just send me a text or a phone call or WhatsApp. A lot of customers they do that at 416-822-5519. I'm not in the office all the time, so you can still call me and book an appointment at the office, which is on the 3000 Stills Avenue East is the location. Or my website is www.carlospmortgage.com.
Thank you. He's very mobile. Doesn't matter whereabouts you are in Ontario. He's very mobile. You can call him, text him, WhatsApp, Zoom, and in-person meetings. He's very flexible and mobile to reach out to the client. Well, I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I did. I look forward to see you everyone in our next interview. If you have a business that you like to be featured in these interviews, please reach out to me today. I'm Lucila Padilla with iPro Realty, real estate person, and please remember to buy local.